That's some vague ass shit. You
No
got
change from normal.
it is no burden of interest. Anybody could just say,
No.
I'm in the manosphere. And you,
Well,
No,
you
hold on.
can't
bro.
Let's
guarantee
define
that.
movement. I'm about to define movement for you. The definition of
Bro, if we
movement
could,
is a change from normal activity. That is called a movement. He talking about you gotta have
That's
a
not the
board of
kind of movement we
directors.
talking about. That's some vague ass shit. You
No,
not finna
what I'm telling.
Wikipedia me
No.
up, nigga. I ain't
No, you
dumb.
go find movement in the definition. It
I
says
know,
that for you to be a
but
movement, it got to have a president, a vice
but,
president, a
but,
corporate office.
but
What are you
context
talking
matters.
about?
Context matters in generic definitions, and everybody know that. So that YouTube tactic would never work on a nigga with degrees.
but
So you
wait a
go
minute, bro.
like
That
what
shit
we talking.
that's in context to what we talking about, though. On be streaming,
I know, no, but
it is a move.
the movement part. It's
Because,
context to what makes a movement besides the generic definition shit he just said.
but look
No,
at
the
this
point
though.
that I'm saying is,
It's no
I get that
organization.
you saying that you're not using movement the way that it is, but by definition,
Movement is
we're using
also
it correctly.
But we don't live life
movement
off
is
of
also what
Webster.
you do
You
But
when
know
look
you
at
that
walk.
because
this, on be
context
streaming,
matters.
on be streaming. Let me
Movement
just
is
say this
also
real
what
quick.
you do when you're
Let me just
walking.
say this quick,
When you're
real quick.
walking,
A
that's also
content.
movement.
Wait a
When
minute,
you're
wait a
running,
minute.
that's also
Algorithm, I
movement.
got you, I got you, I got you, bro. Right? If what either man is saying is a movement from normal behavior, right? So normal behavior, going overseas for women, that's literally the criteria. That's literally the narrowing down who's a passport, bro. Everybody with a passport is not a passport, bro. You got to be going overseas for more traditional women. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is literally that's not normal behavior for a group of
Exactly.
people to just be
Who
doing that
defines
shit.
normal?
Oh
Oh
my god!
shit.
You know what? Let me let
Well,
him write it.
see, who defines
This nigga
normal?
do this shit up
Some niggas
purpose.
like to wear their hat like this. I don't never wear my hat like this, but I can't say that nigga ain't wearing his hat normal because this normal to him.
Nah,
Okay.
normal got it. Nah, for if we're gonna have a
No, he
general
just said that your
agreed
definition
definition of
matters.
normal, it gotta have the majority or the minority doing something for it to be normal or
This is
abnormal.
funny. It's cool.
If you
Listen,
see a man taking a shit outside and we all normally use the bathroom, then that's abnormal. Some shit that the minority is doing is abnormal, bro.
I don't think that's how normal work just off like numbers though, because it could be something that's normal that you know.
I'm just saying we got the right to critique this, and if we
Of
gonna
course,
say that we ain't gonna use none of the definitions, then what are we arguing about at this
you
point?
got the
Let's talk
right to
about the
But like I
you
said,
got the
Toe,
right to
movement
critique
is what you're
anything,
doing with your goddamn mouth right now. That's movement. You walk into the store is movement. Since you want to sit there and be generic with the
yeah,
damn word
shit,
movement,
exactly.
Bro,
Changing
thing
my
about
diet
this,
is
bro.
changing something and doing something different. Is
The
that a
crazy
movement for
thing
me?
about
No,
this
I
shit
just
is,
don't eat potatoes no more.
but the crazy thing about it, y'all don't even gotta defend passport, bros. It because
I
nobody is
ain't
trying to
them.
take
What I'm
away
saying
from
is
the
all
shit.
that stuff is the same.
Nobody here is attacking the shit. Everybody's just trying to call it for what it is and get some clarity on what it is. And the more y'all defend the shit and twist reality, the more I'm confused. No, I'm not even sure what a passport, bro, is. You know what I'm
That's the
But but
saying?
whole
but
point.
but could
No
it could
one
an
That's
could
knows.
an ideology be a movement
bullshit.
though?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't think. No. See, people gotta understand
Oh,
between theology, ideology, and praxology. If you pull those over theology, ideology, and praxology, you to see the difference and stuff like red pill and all that stuff is a praxology. Like this comment said, it's no. You can't say it's on a movement without no organization,
But
no
but but but
structure.
Manosphere it is structured. They do have like a
it ain't
Shit,
LLC or
structured.
something like
they
that
don't even
for it or
agree
something.
on
That's
shit.
structured.
You get you
How is
get
that
you get 10
structured?
passport bros in the room, but they will argue more than we are right now. And they
no,
all claim to
they
be
do
passport bros.
agree. They agree that they gonna go across seas and get
No,
women. That's an
you
agreement.
guys
Some of them say
confused.
they don't
You
do
know
that
they
shit.
don't. They
Some of
don't
them say they
agree.
just
They
go
don't
date
agree on it.
normal. Some of them claim they don't even buy ass.
But that's the thing. As far as like, all right, so a lot of them would subscribe to, hey, they going overseas just to better their lives and become a more well-rounded, cultured man. Now, the loudest voices, because that's what trends the algorithm, the hashtag, we got to go over here and find traditional women. So that's a way to not just that's something that brings in more dudes. You know what I'm saying? Lonely dudes that ain't getting what they want, but it's also another way to down the women, which is something that's trending on the internet.
We got to
So
start listening to the loudest
But
and
voices.
could that
that's what
be
I'm
the
saying.
could that be
You
the
listen to
total
the
truth though,
loudest
Auntie?
voices, and they
No,
allowing
it's
the
not
loudest
true.
voices to be the names and the faces of a quote unquote movement. And that's why you got this dude getting indicted that's about to go to jail for a real long time, because of what the hell they was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So out, and then you got a bunch of other passport bros like, look, I don't subscribe to that, but it's a little late now.
Yeah, but don't nobody
Check this
care
nigga
about
ahead
the
of time,
silent
and niggas like
majority.
him ahead of time.
Don't
But they was
nobody
all
care
okay
about
with
the
it because they
silent
was getting all
majority.
that damn attention.
You know, most of them overseas women are nothing but feminists in another language, right?
Anyway, nobody care about a silent majority.
That traditional is some bullshit. They lying.
and that's what's the problem. We need to start being followers.
Scams
And
say
just because the
everything is a
majority
lie,
thinks some
though.
shit, just because some more popular don't mean it's right.
No.
That's what we follow. We the more popular thing, the more viral thing is the right thing all the time. I see this more, so that has to be what it is. Maybe you see this more because it's just more controversial, more
I just
popular,
want
and
y'all
gets
to
the people
remember
going.
this. I just want y'all to remember this when y'all talking in general, in generalities, and somebody want to use nuances, and y'all just want to speak in generalities. That's the same thing I be saying. The majority of time, the solution don't be in what everybody is doing. The solution don't be in the majority. The solution be what the minority is doing. It's never gonna be the solution for a mass problem. Is gonna be what the majority is doing, or it want to be a mass problem. That's why
DJ Witch
Man,
Doctor, I have heard it. Hold on,
passport
listen.
bros wouldn't be a
I heard
problem.
DJ Witch Doctor. I heard it all. If a man go overseas just to see a beach and he don't want no coochie or he don't want no wife, he still considered a passport, bro. That is crazy.
Yes, that's
That
a
is
fact.
But
that
now,
is
who'd you hear that from though?
red pill. I'm just saying some
But
guys
people
don't
say
want
that shit. If a man say I'm about to go to, a man could just say, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Colombia for 2 weeks. Oh, you must be a passport bro. God
No, he's
damn,
no,
we got
not.
that
no. I
business.
don't
I'm
hear
not saying what he
nobody
is.
says
I'm
that,
saying how people come at it. I've heard this
No.
shit real time,
bro.
Okay,
many
let me ask you this
times.
then, Red Pill. Why do most self-proclaimed passport bros, why do they only mainly visit, sex tourism countries?
Cause they cheaper. These niggas ain't rich. Damn, why we
Nah,
Okay,
now
he
they
said,
cheap.
wait, 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 wait,
What's
wait,
cheaper
wait,
though?
wait, wait, wait.
But what's
we
cheaper?
penis
Wait
watching
a
and we
minute.
pocket watching.
Wait. Uncle be streaming. He asks expensive country. He says sex tourism country.
That's the whole point. The two go hand in hand. If a country cheaper to live
Yeah, he
in,
going over there for the
hear me out.
coochie,
Hear
bro.
me out. Hear me
So he
out.
not going over there.
See, I'm
He
trying to
not
answer
going
the
over there to
question.
jet
I'm
ski.
trying to answer the question. Niggas ask questions, but they don't want logical answers. Of course, the two things gonna exist. The country cheaper because the country is poorer. In a poorer country, they're gonna have more sex workers. So if you gotta go, if because of your budget, if you have to go to a country where you got more bang for the buck, it's probably gonna be a poorer country, and inadvertently in a poorer country, it just
go travel and don't get no sex is a passport, bro.
I'm not a defender
No.
or somebody got a problem with them. Let them do what they want to do. I think more women have passports than men anyway.
that's
I think
another
just
fact.
you
Thank
got
you.
a passport.
God,
don't
bro.
mean-
But
Come
I
on.
just
What
want
is,
somebody to
oh,
answer my question.
this
Do
is what I'm
anybody
talking
agree
about,
with
bro.
I'll
that says
answer
that
your question, bro.
Y'all
That's
just make
still
this shit. Yeah,
eat
wait a
a
minute,
man.
bro.
I got a question.
Y'all
Let me
making
ask
this
you.
shit so blurry. Y'all sound like the people that's trying to blur the gender lines. Y'all just is like nothing can be a concrete thing no more, bro. Like we literally Google it and it tell you what a passport, bro, is. That's what these niggas talk about. Everybody with a passport is not a passport, bro. Maybe people is trolling. The only passport, bro, people is reviewing is people who call themselves passport, bro. Nobody never just label a nigga. There's been niggas going overseas doing weird shit. Nobody never called them a passport, bro, when they going on what the E word island and shit like that.
Because that term didn't exist. It's
When
a
people-
fairly new term.
That's what I'm saying, because these new niggas name themselves that shit, bro.
I know,
Yeah.
but now they lumping on every nigga that travel. I'm telling you,
Bro, I
I
bet
swear
you
to
niggas
God, I
who
ain't
don't know
lying.
I bet you niggas who don't know these niggas and going overseas, a lot of people not gonna label themselves that shit. So we not gonna even know that they a passport, bro. That's
Exactly.
That's a common sense
They
question.
would,
shit.
they would be considered invisible. That's what I mean by the silent majority.
That's it. That's
Majority
it.
of
And let's let
people,
the-
they don't have no tag on them.
Yeah, can I ask a common sense
And let's
question?
let our resident passport
Y'all who
bro.
know so much about, have any of y'all
Wait,
traveled and actually been?
scam likely. Let's let a real passport bro go, and right after him, you go on scam likely. Let's let the passport bro, our resident passport bro, go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
I appreciate you, DJ. How's it been? Yeah, so I've been to 20 countries, and yeah, I am considered a passport bro.
Could you define what a passport bro is, please?
Someone that wants to go overseas to create economic leverage or financial arbitrage, basically leveraging their resources to live a better lifestyle, whether it be for a woman or for uh, finding a better quality of life, healthcare also.
So hold on,
Wait a
sir. I just got a
minute.
question, sir.
Wait
It's
a
my.
minute.
I
Hold on,
mean,
it's
here's
my.
the thing. Oh, hold on,
Hold on,
hold
let
on.
me ask you a
Yeah,
question.
they don't want to hear the truth, bro. They don't want to hear the truth.
I just want to ask a
Nah,
question.
he's a family, but we gotta
Let
rough
me
him
say
up
Hold
this.
to
on.
Let me
be on
say
that
this.
Let me.
Let
I
me
movement.
just.
say this.
Let me just ask
He
you a
wasn't
question about
finished.
what you said,
He
Hold on,
sir.
hold on.
wasn't
Let me
finished.
finish.
Let him finish
Let me
first.
finish. Let me finish. So, and then it's funny. Somebody said he's indoctrinated. Like I just came back from Lisbon like last month. I was there for 2 weeks. I'll be in Brazil in February for another 2 weeks. Like I've been to over 20 countries, right? I don't plan on living in. I don't plan on retiring in America. I have no desire to retire in America at all. So when people say, "Oh, you going over there for the woman," it's like, no, I don't. I don't. It's gonna sound like an asshole, but I don't want to be like most American people doing 50-year mortgages. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to live in a country where your kid can be. They're either trying to make your kid gay, trying to cut off their genitals, or kids are shooting up the schools. Right? I don't. I want to be in a country where the women are actually pro family and pro man. Right? I want to be in a country where the healthcare is it doesn't cost like $5,000 if you break a finger, right? I want to be in a country where the quality of food is actually good. Like you guys do realize that a lot of the food dyes and chemicals that you guys absorb in America or consume is banned in a lot of
Illegal. Yeah,
countries.
yeah, yeah.
So I
Mhm.
don't. People think, oh, it's just the woman. It's like, no, y'all. Yeah, people don't ever talk to people like me that actually have networks with other people in other countries. Like I have realtors that I can talk to. I can give
But
you their phone.
bro, but when we Google it, that's what we seen. We just
Yeah.
Google it. It says a passport bro is a Western man who travels to foreign countries, often to Latin American or Southeast Asia, to date or marry women he perceives as more traditional. It
Yes.
didn't say nothing about
That,
the
that,
other
that,
things. And you know why I'm saying that, bro? Because it's a lot of other dudes with passports that travel. So, all right, if it's a bunch of dudes that travel, what
Let me
classifies a dude as a passport, bro? What's the common denominator? And the common denominator in the definition is somebody who travel overseas to marry women they perceive as more traditional. Like
but
you're
but
looking
it's
for more traditional women.
but it's bigger than that because you know why? Let's say you hypothetically do marry the said woman, where you can't you're gonna bring them back here. Like I have no desire to bring back a woman in America. Like I'm looking at ways to live in another country. I
Hmm.
don't think people understand that. Like I'm not really lovey dovey in terms of America like that. Like I'm a different type of passport. I don't I don't I'm if you gave me if you said, oh, I'll give you $1 million, but you have to stay in America, I would never take it. Ever.
I got it,
Right?
but I'm trying to understand. Do you believe like you're the rule, or you think you're the exception to the rule?
I think I'm the standard.
No, no, no. But answer my question. I get. Are
nah. He
you
said it
the?
wasn't no standards. He said it wasn't no
No, no, no.
standards.
Hold
Wasn't
on
no
one
You know why
rules.
I
second.
say that? Because check this out.
Are you the
People,
rule? Like, do you think the majority of the passport bros are moving like you were saying over there for economics, or do you think it's more for the women?
yeah. But
In your
look at
opinion?
look at people. Look at the main content creators. Jay Rello is not a passport bro. He's admitted multiple times that he's not a passport bro. So I don't know why
Okay,
people.
then we're not talking about
Oh,
him.
I
I
didn't
want you
know
to
that. I
answer my
didn't know.
question.
He's
Wait a
not a
minute. Wait a minute. Let him clear that up. I didn't know that. I thought he was a passport,
He
bro.
has said multiple times that he's not a passport bro. Before he even went to Kenya, right? He said that multiple times, right? So
But
another
so
thing too.
so so but you have people that can not that can self proclaim they not this, but they hang with those people.
Okay,
They
next level.
act
Let me
like
ask you a
those
Well,
question.
people.
no, you got to
I
answer my
Yeah.
mean,
question first. Hold on,
Wait,
no, because
answer either man and my fault. I think we had cut off scam likely too. Let's scam get in there too.
You said, what was the question, E-Man? You
Yeah, let
said,
me know what I can get in
I
with.
said
So.
when you said that you're going to these countries to build the business, you're not really worried about the women. That's not something that you
no,
force. So my
here's the
ask.
thing. I didn't say it's about. I didn't say, oh, I'm not worried about the woman. Like I do, and I speak Portuguese, so I am focused on the woman as well. It's not. That's
Okay,
not a.
that's the point. The point that we was making is
Every man
it can be.
focus
Hold
on
on, hold on,
women.
hold on.
He
Listen.
Don't
heterosexual.
be
Hold
scared
Fuck.
on,
of
hold
coming
on,
into
hold
the
on,
field.
hold on.
Nigga can't like pussy. Damn.
Listen. I don't know. Listen, I'm saying is what you just said is I'm there for more than being a passport, bro. But I still believe in the definition of passport, bro. That DJ wished y'all
You can.
read.
Here's the thing. Contrary to popular belief, you can chew gum and walk at the same time. Like
Fact, niggas
Exactly.
can't multitask.
No, I'm agreeing with you that you are there for more than just the women, but it's still an important part of the definition. You saying that you do fit that definition too.
So what do you call the men that's women according to them in America? Do we call them U.S. boys? Like, what are we talking about here? A
No, you
heterosexual
know what it
man
is.
is
Look at
gonna
this.
want
Wait
You're
pussy.
a minute.
missing it.
If
He
they
still
name
said
themselves that,
he
wait
said,
a
"Hey,
minute.
I am so much more, but I still am the definition of what DJ Wish Doctor read."
It's like
But
when
you
he
can't
said,
take pussy
it's
away
like
from a
when you
man.
said you could. Wait a minute. You say you could chew gum and walk at the same time. If I
yes,
say that you eating candy, you chewing gum and walking. The walking part got nothing to do with you eating candy. The
it
chewing
is.
gum part that got to do with you eating candy. Sure, you could go overseas and do all these other things, but the part of looking for a traditional woman, that part makes you a passport bro. There's other dudes that travel and do the same thing, but they're not doing that, so they're not passport bros.
But here's the thing. This is why I just saw a comment recently, and it blew my mind. They were like, "Passport Bros need a membership." Like, how are you going to create membership when people have their own autonomy? You can't give out licenses like, "Oh, here's your security guard license." Right, like your SpongeBob or something like that. Here's your driver's license. This driver Ed, like, oh, you never
Bro,
leave
we
home without it. It's not like
It's
a
not a
passport
great.
bro
the
license.
comments are crazy, bro. Like
It's not.
we're not
It's
arguing
not a
those.
Greek organization where you got to do paperwork and pledge in, and you're
So it's
official.
like a
Right.
And you
label.
got to
It's
keep
more
your
like you
handshake.
labeling. It's more like a label you put on yourself or you put on each other.
Facts, DJ. It's just a fucking
And check
label.
this
It's
out.
like
No,
saying
listen.
it's
So
like
But,
it's
but
like
let me
saying
I
I'm
ask
a
you
can
this.
be a
it's
hold on, I
like
can
saying
be
I'm
a
a
black
blur.
man and a business owner. That doesn't take away that I'm a black man. That man
It's
can be
like
a
saying
passport. Hold on, listen. He can be a passport, bro, and also want economical gain. That's what I keep telling y'all is that he's still a
But now,
passport, bro. That's looking for some booty.
you
Check
actually
this
what's
out.
got
wrong
to.
with
But
looking
isn't
for
a
booty?
passport, bro, like a way of life
Guess
though? That's
what?
a way of life. That's a
When you was
lifestyle.
single, and you was going to the club,
And
you
you
was a
got it
man looking
after
for booty.
this
When
you
you
got
was
it scam.
when
You
you
got it.
was when you was single and you was out there looking for, or you was going out to the club, you was looking for booty. You was going out to the
Rich Jack, let
restaurant,
me
you
know
was
when
looking
you
for
get.
booty. At the end of the
And
day,
you
you
got it
went to the
right after
restaurant,
this. Right
you
Wait,
after
found
so
this.
booty.
so
You went
what
to the
I'm getting
restaurant,
right
you get
here.
something to eat, but you still found booty.
So
Stop it.
what I'm looking at is it's no really no difference between a man that's a passport bro and a man that's over here. Only difference is the women that's in America is not benefiting from the passport bro. So is that the problem?
Let me ask
Facts.
you this.
No.
This is
No,
my
That's what it
I
is.
don't think there's a
Exactly what it
problem with a
is.
passport, bro. I just wanted a concrete definition
yeah,
for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't
creating
think it's a
economic
bad thing.
leverage.
I
Yeah,
probably would be considered a passport bro because the majority of women that I dated in my adult life is from over here and I traveled over here. So does
yeah.
that make me a passport bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yep.
saying there's nothing good or
Yeah.
bad about it. I'm just trying to get like a concrete definition as to what the shit is.
So
Well, it's
so
not.
But to
It's
say,
not one
but
all
because
in
to
each
all,
put that
individual.
in
It's not going to be one because each individual can live their life different ways. Kind of like like how all Christians we might be Christians, but we practice very differently. Hell, Catholics don't even practice like my Southern Baptists, but we still Christians together.
right, and all Christians are not the same. Are not created the same. You got different denominations of people. Like it's
But
But
they
let's
still
talk
have
about
the
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 majority. Hold on,
ideology.
get See, that's the point. The majority of Christians believe in Jesus Christ, and majority of the
Exactly.
back and the majority of
But the this,
passport bros trying to get some booty.
but
Like that's
passport
the
is
point
not
that I'm saying. They
passport bros is
traveling to
not
get
a
some booty for Jesus.
but
Let's
passport
talk
bros not
about
a
it.
passport pros not an
everybody
official
trying to get
theology.
Wait a
some
minute,
booty.
yeah.
Passport bros is not a theology or ideology.
Now we don't
None
want
of
to use
those.
that
it,
analogy
Wait a
y'all
minute.
use.
That was a bad example.
no,
To
no,
me,
it
it's better
isn't
like
because
just saying a label like a YN. Is, you know what I'm saying? What's a
No,
wire?
that,
You're gonna write it
that,
down
that
on
is
paper.
that is a
There you
bad
go, DJ.
example.
There you
You know
go,
why?
DJ.
That's
Just a late.
the different denominations think
You
Jesus is
got
something different in their
No.
denomination.
Let me explain why is a
But
good
let
one
her,
because there is
and right after you finish scam, go right